Hello. Hello and welcome to a Flow Cat stream. I hope all of you are having a lovely day. You're excited Star Rail comes out next week. I am excited for everybody that is going to be digging into Star Rail. That's a great thing. I've often felt like Genshin Impact is a bridge of a game. Like, I know a lot of people who have never gamed before in their life, and Genshin Impact was like their introduction to gaming. It's accessible. It's not like an extremely difficult game, but it gets deep. You know, it's like easy to get into, but there's a lot to master. There's a lot to discuss. And I think it's a really good example of why people do love gaming. And it's, you know, it's a great thing. It's a great thing. So I think a lot of people that started gaming through Genshin are more likely to try Star Rail than other games. You know what I mean? And it's like a good way to expand their experience of gaming through, you know, a company or game company that they're already comfortable with or whatever. So yeah, I think it's good. I'm probably not going to play. I might jump in for a day or two or just check it out. You know what I mean? But I don't see myself having the time to stick with it. Oh my gosh. Ugh. But yeah, I am very excited for everyone who is excited for Star Rail. I'm actually more excited. Okay, you know Wuthering Waves, right? Well, Wuthering Waves is it's coming. It's coming. They Rexcellent posted some closed beta test footage, and the improvements from the technical test that we saw last time to this closed beta test are insane. And the animations for these characters, oh my gosh. Guys, I'm not even capping. I think Wuthering Waves will actually compete with Genshin. Like Tower Fantasy, I'm not gonna lie, I just don't think it competes. I just don't think it has what it takes to compete with Genshin. But I think the story may not be as emotional as Genshin or whatever, but the cutscenes that they showed just from the closed beta test and stuff, oh my gosh, like the animations, so good. It's so good. And yeah, competition is good for Genshin. So they have a parkour system in it. You can run up walls and stuff. Anyway, I'm very excited for that. You had a birthday yesterday? Oh my gosh, happy belated birthday. I hope it was a good one for you. That's awesome. Welcome everybody popping in. Make sure you drop a like on the stream as you get in here. Helps me out a lot. We have Twitch and YouTube. You can watch on whatever platform you would like. I go live on both every time. I've got my Discord link pinned in the YouTube chat for anyone who wants to join a friendly community. We have a nice Discord. I give away welcome moons based on Patreon members. And yeah, I'm trying to work on my Patreon some more. I want to give something. I want my Patreon members to get something like special for being a Patreon member, but I don't want any of my content to be locked behind a paywall. So I'm trying to figure out like what I can actually do that would be worthwhile. And I actually, like, there were some good ideas. I'm not gonna lie. One idea that I think is actually a really good idea. I just don't know how, if anyone would really want to use it. Basically at a certain tier or something, I don't know how we'd work it out, but Patreon members would get the opportunity to like interview me for like on a stream or something. They would get to like jump into a Discord call with me and chat with me, on stream interview. Like maybe I was thinking a really good idea, possibly just like an iteration of that rather than it being like an interview. Like I could take calls, quote unquote. I could, like, we could have a section for streams where, you know, we take a break from the game and I just open up the phone lines, so to speak, and you guys can like just jump into a Discord call with me and chat with me for like you know, like ask me a couple questions or like just chat with me about something on your mind or whatever. And I think that would be good because it would give more representation to my community, let people actually get their voice out there a little more, but also would incentivize the Patreon as well as create more content, more variety content for like the streams. So it's not always just me talking and playing Genshin. You know what I mean? There's some other good ideas as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about stuff like that. I'm waiting for, oh, I can smell the cat box. Oh no, stinky. I might have to go clean that in a minute. I'm not gonna lie, it smells really bad. I'm like, I don't know where it is, what it is about where I'm sitting, but like the cat box is in the bath. We're talking about Wuthering Waves. Yeah, I watched a bunch of closed beta, well, not a bunch. I watched Rexlent's closed beta test footage. Man, the environments look really good. The combat just looks phenomenal, and the animations, like Rexlent going through all the different animations for these characters, guys, it's so good. It's like they took all the good stuff about PGR and they actually modeled a really nice open world. Like the city that they showed looks futuristic, it looks sleek, it looks clean. The graphics, the fidelity looks really good on the game, guys. Like, I'm just very excited. Freddie made a big stinky, and I'm gonna have to go clean out the cat box probably. But yeah, I don't know about what it is about where I'm sitting. It's like the cat poop smell wafts right to me. It's awful. Like I can get up and walk around and I won't smell anymore. But Warrior Cats, you have a minute to sit down now. Congratulations. I'm glad that you actually have a time to take a breather. It's good to not be, you know, busy and stressed all the time. So I'm happy for you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Shane, welcome. Nyankata, welcome. Turn-based combat is what I grew up on. I'm going into Star Rail with a very casual mindset. Yeah, I think Star Rail will probably, it'll have a difficulty spike, I'm sure. Like there'll be mechanics you have to learn, you know. Like I'm guessing there will be damage types, and you just, I have a feeling it won't be nearly as complicated as Genshin. I have a feeling it'll be more about team building and countering types. So you'll want to have like a basic team structure with some supports and stuff, and then you want to have a variety of DPS damage types that allow you to counter different enemies or whatever. I don't think it'll be really much more. I think maybe more of the complexity will have to do with strategy within the actual fight itself. Wuthering Wave characters look so good. I know. After they've spent so much time polishing the animations. I can't remember her name. Let me look at Sanhua. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm saying that right. She's like a single sword ice sword user, and her animations, guys. My jaw dropped when I was seeing her animations displayed. They look so clean and they look so good. It's just like the thing I like about Kuro games is it's actually something I wanted to talk about because it's something that I think gaming companies have sort of lost a little bit, which is the actual gameplay of your game, the core gameplay. That is the most important part of the game. If you do not have a satisfying core gameplay loop, like something about your game that, you know, just makes it fun to play, then you don't have a good game. Like, you don't have a good game. And Wuthering Waves characters look so good and distinct from one another. Yeah, they that's the thing. It's like there's like, okay, I'll talk about it in a minute. There's a few things that I think Wuthering Waves is gonna, like, Hoyoverse should be actually kind of nervous. I'm serious. I think some people are going to genuinely think Wuthering Waves is a better game than Genshin Impact, like an actual better game. And I think that Kuro Games is gonna take off. PGR was already really good. They already did grow a lot from PGR, but PGR wasn't as accessible. It wasn't, you know, the story wasn't as good. I mean, the story was really good, but it's like, it just, you know what I mean? It's just, they have more time with this game, and it's also open world. It's more accessible. It's more like Genshin. So it has that sort of like appeal to casuals. But yeah, no, it looks so good. Oh my God. It's probably not going to come out till early next year, and that makes me so sad. Although, from what I saw in the closed beta test, I was really scared they were going to announce. Okay, so the technical test we saw last time looked really good, but it looked really unpolished. Like, there were a lot of bugs. There were a lot of like weird things going on. This closed beta test looks very polished. It actually looks like they got the framework done for the technical test, and then they just spent all the time up until now adding and polishing. I feel like if they were to announce for like August, I wouldn't be nervous. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, they need more time. Like, I feel like from what I'm seeing right now, they could probably launch in August and start having regular patches, and they'd be good to go. Oh my God, this cat box is destroying me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take a break soon. It smells like cat shit down here. It's so nasty. But ugh. Story is my weakness. If it has a great story, I'm hooked. You should watch the closed beta test, because like, they don't show a lot of story, but they show a cutscene. And I think what's gonna make Wuthering Waves compelling, like, the characters will probably be pretty good, well written. Like, I'm not saying the story is gonna be bad, but just like, you have to see how they do cutscenes and combat, and like the drama of it. I guess it's really good. It's even from what you just see in the intro. Can I spoil a little bit of the intro of the story for you guys, or no? Like, maybe it's like the very first thing that happens. I don't know. Nah, I won't do it. I won't do it. But I don't know. They have a really good. They're pushing into their strengths. No, okay, yeah, that's fine. I won't. All I'll say is that I think the introduction looks like a strong intro to the game. Hey, make sure you guys go ahead, drop likes. Bring up the stream a little bit. That'd be fantastic. Thank you so very much. Okay, I'll stop ranting about Wuthering Waves. I was gonna talk about something else earlier, but I got off topic. What was it? Wonder what's gonna be meta, so to speak. The turn-based game I played was defense-based, so damn, it's stacking. I don't know. For Star Rail, I'm not sure. It depends, really. I don't know if there's gonna be anything like there's not gonna be a time limit, obviously. I think they might do things like turn limits for hard content, where you have a limit of amount of turns you can take. I don't know, because I feel like it'll be more casual friendly if the combat's a little easier, and if they have like if there's no time limit and no turn limit, like if you're doing the Spiral Abyss and you can have as many turns as you want, as long as you don't die, you know, then at that point, utility, survivability does become more valuable, because, you know, prolonging the adding more turns is more damage versus being dead. So, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. It really just depends what the end game content looks like for Star Rail. Gosh, what was I gonna talk about earlier? Oh, core gameplay loops. Yeah, so Kuro Games, the core combat of PGR feels really good. Genshin's core loop of like exploration and combat and story feels really good. If you like that kind of thing, obviously. If you don't like that kind of thing, obviously it's not going to feel good. But like they have satisfying gameplay loops, right? And I think a lot of the times nowadays, game developers get too focused on features, and they're not focused enough on, is the game actually fun? I know it sounds so weird to say, but like, for example, I saw a short from Josh Strife Hayes. Chat is so slow. Is it? Is something going on with the chat? Well, okay, so, oh my gosh, I can't, my brain just exploded. Give me a second. Core gameplay loops. Oh, features versus fun. Yeah, so like I just got done playing through Dying Light 2 because I wanted to. Okay, so Dead Island 2 comes out tonight, and I'm super excited for that game. I slept all day. I'm sorry, I'm groggy. I stayed up all night trying to pass time because I was too excited to sleep because of Dead Island 2. And then I got really, really tired and I crashed. And then I slept all day and I was like, yay, I can skip time until the game comes out. So that now we're streaming, and you guys, your job tonight is to distract me from the fact that the new game isn't out yet. Anyway, so I love Dead Island. It's such a good game. And the funny thing is that the story is really not good. Like, the story is not good. The open world isn't that big. The combat isn't, like, there isn't a million collectibles. There aren't towers to climb. Like, there's not a bunch of stuff. But especially for when it came out, Dead Island's combat, the core gameplay loop of Dead Island, was and still is very satisfying. Like, if you go back and play the game to this day, it's still a very fun game. And that's a thing that I think developers miss, because if the core of the game isn't fun, like, why can you go back and play Banjo-Kazooie and it's still fun? Why can you go back and play, you know, Ocarina of Time and it's still fun? The reason why is because those games, they didn't have access to as much technology in terms of software and hardware. So they didn't have the high fidelity. They didn't have all the fancy gimmicks that they can pull off with particle effects or whatever. So they had to make a game that was focused on the game, that was focused on the gameplay, you know? And for that reason, those games still hold value, even though they don't look as good, even though they aren't as smooth, even though they don't have all the quality of life. You can still go play Ocarina of Time, and it's a great experience. It's a great game. It'll always be a great game. I think that there are too many games that have been developed in the past 5 to 10 years where they're entirely forgettable. Like, they provide nothing except a bunch of laundry list of features that are incredibly boring and uninspired and don't even build towards a satisfying gameplay loop. Okay, so Dying Light 1 is a game that I've played. I wanted to play through Dying Light 2, and so I did. And it took me like 100 hours to get through the game, to get like up at... The story is probably 20 to 20-ish hours, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell because it's open world. So you spend a lot of time just running. And now, to be fair, Dying Light 2, like the whole point of it is parkour and combat. Like that's the whole point. So the sandbox thing, fine, I get it. It kind of makes a little bit more sense in this kind of genre. But even so, I feel like I spent probably 80% of the time I was playing Dying Light 2 just running around aimlessly, or trying to get to an objective marker, or doing some side quest that I didn't really care about, so that I didn't feel bad about skipping it when I went to the main, you know what I mean? Hey Nat, welcome. Hi, I forgot your account existed for a month. That's okay. Sometimes I forget I exist too. No, it's okay. I kind of had a bit of trouble with my channel over the past couple months, just figuring stuffs out and whatnot, but you know what, it's oh yeah, so Dying Light 2, if you think, like, if I think in my mind all the features in Dying Light 2, I'm like, yeah, they all sound theoretically really good. Huge open world, you know, tons of quests, hundreds of hours of content, which is really not 100. It's like maybe 100 hours of content. Okay. Like they have all these features that on the surface it sounds really good, but in execution it's just not. Like if you take any single one of those things and you break it apart, it ends up being kind of just bland and not exactly what you want. So like for instance, in Dying Light 2, they copy paste like they have, like, you have rooftops and stuff, and you're doing parkour and all that, but part of the game is that you can go through buildings, so you can like go through an interior of a building and jump out the other side and keep parkouring or whatever. But they copy paste the interior of buildings so much that it feels like you're always running through this. Like there are different districts that have different aesthetics, which does save it a little bit, but for the most part it's very copy pasta. And I understand that that's because it's like a sandbox world, but to me, I'm kind of sick of that. You know what I mean? I would rather have smaller maps that are more thoughtfully produced to be effective for what you need for the gameplay. Like, I don't think that Dying Light 2 benefits from the world being so big. I think that even though it's a parkour game, I think that they would have benefited more from making more condensed, intricate areas. Like, I think a good example might be Monster Hunter World, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Monster Hunter World is not an open world game. You guys have been seeing me play it on variety streams. The maps are huge. The maps are huge, and they're very interesting. Like they have a bunch of different shortcuts and pathways and ups and downs, verticality, layers, you know, like everything that makes a good map. The maps are perfect as they are. Like if they were bigger, it would only water down the experience. It would only water down the enjoyment of the game, because the only thing making it bigger would just make me run farther to the monsters. You know what I mean? So I think that developers have been too focused on feature creep. Like I think that's why Elden Ring did so good. The core gameplay of Elden Ring is very satisfying. I mean, it's very satisfying, and the story's good too. Like the lore is good, but not every aspect of the game is amazing. Like the quality of life, the accessibility, that's not really the best. But the core gameplay is all that really matters beyond that stuff. Like those things do matter, but if you don't have your foundation of core gameplay that's like really satisfying and good, then you don't have anything to build on. You just have kind of bland nothingness. Let me read what you guys are saying. Also, hi Ash, it's good to see you. Hello, hello. Honestly, Flo, I agree, but also whatever makes people happy. I have a ton of games. It also means there's variety for comfort games for people. Yeah, of course. Like, yes, it's not necessarily new, like a laundry list, but if you recommend it and you play it with them. Or the Arkham games, that combat system was honestly revolutionary, really fun and rewarding, which is probably why it's been copied so much. Yeah. Actually, what's really interesting is Dead Island 2 is coming out, right? Tonight. I'm very excited for it. It's like in the title of my freaking stream. They have a new gore system. It's called the Flesh system. If anyone's ever played or seen Metal Gear Rising, where you play as Raiden and you can chop people into bits as much as you want, it's like that, but even better. It's like that, but even better. Like, you can systematically dismantle zombies in a way that I've never seen in a video game before, and it looks like that alone, plus, you know, obviously the combat itself, will make for a very satisfying core gameplay loop, because you have something that you can play with. It's not like a quest where you get it done and it's done and it's you climbed the tower, now you have the map unlocked, you checked a box. It's not like that. It's an actual feature of the game that it's like a core gameplay mechanic, not a feature. You know what I mean? Okay. But yeah, Arkham games, like, they did revolutionize a lot of combat. Like, I did play a bit of Hogwarts Legacy, and my God, the combat in that game is incredible. And it's obviously heavily inspired by games like Batman Arkham, you know, and also Souls in a way. Oh my gosh, guys, the combat is so good in that game. So yes, it's not necessarily a good game copy paste, but if it brings joy to at least one person, then whatever. But oh no, of course, I'm not ragging on, like, I'm not saying that those games shouldn't exist. Like, I have examples of huge open world games that I'm fine with. For example, a really good example of an open world game that's massive, that has all those massive features that all, you know, everyone always whatever. Red Dead Redemption 2, they did a great job. Obviously, Breath of the Wild, they did a great job with the massive open world. Are these games perfect? No, they're not perfect. Elden Ring did a okay job with the open world. I think that Elden Ring's open world is a bit bland, but the legacy dungeons save it. Because whenever you're bored, you can just go to a legacy dungeon and it gets a lot more difficult. There's a lot more, you know, it kind of lets you choose your challenge level. What else was I gonna say? But yeah, I think that, like, generally speaking, like, but the reason why, like, Breath of the Wild and all those other games, the reason why the open world works for it is it's a core mechanic. It's a core mechanic of the game. It's not just a feature added on. You know what I mean? So, like, for instance, the reason why I bring it up is, like, Dead Island 2 is coming out. I need to, like, cut my sideburns. They're, like, getting real long. I already need to, like, reshave the side of my head. My hair grows so long sometimes. It's scary. Red Dead Redemption was awesome. The story was great, though the combat can hit or miss. Yeah, the combat wasn't, like, the best. But you see, that's the thing, is that, like, you can forgive things like that. You can forgive parts of the game if the core of the game is really solid. Like, you'll make excuses because it's okay as long as you're having fun. You know what I mean? Like with Elden Ring, I can excuse the blandness of the open world because the game is really fun. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, I could just go to, like I said, I could just go to a legacy dungeon and then fight, and it's cool. Honestly, so excited for Tears of the Kingdom. That's what it's called. It's called Tears of the Kingdom. I am. If you haven't seen the most recent trailer, the pre-launch trailer, oh my god. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be so good. Oh man. Oh. Okay, let me keep reading chat. At least every region in Genshin feels so different. Yeah, no, like the exploration in Genshin is fantastic. Tower Fantasy makes a town in Vera where it's to challenge your parkour ability, but for me it's so hard to go around since there's no teleporter. You're forced to use the taxi. Oh, that's kind of weird. Freddy's meowing at me. Sleeping Dogs was a nice break from the rest of the GTA clones. The map was pretty dense because it was based on Hong Kong. Also, the story was legit interesting. Yeah, I think there have been a ton of GTA clones. Like, it's just like some of that stuff is just very played out. Red Dead Redemption was also, oh, I read that already. Honestly, I read that already. Be in and out of chat. I'm doing some axolotl tank stuff. That's funny. You might have. It looks really good. It's they released it. I feel like you would know if you see. It's like a 3-minute trailer they released. When did they release it? Last week or something like that. 2 weeks ago. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what day it is. Okay, I gotta go clean the cat box. I think Freddy is bugging me because it's dirty. He's probably like, I want to poop, but can you scoop the other poop? All right. I need a bigger cat box so bad. It fills up scary fast. These cats pooping at a mile a minute. Freddy's more important. Yeah, I know. I just yeah. But yeah, let me go do that. Discord link pinned in the stuffs and the things and all that jazz, and we will continue discussion after I get back. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. That would be fantastic. That would help me out a bunch. And yeah, I'll BRB. I'm gonna go do the dirty deed of cleaning the cat box. You know. Yeah, the next month of gaming is gonna be insane for me. Dead Island, Tears of the Kingdom, so much stuff, many games, much gaming. Yeah, Freddy even agrees. Like, meh. All right, I'll be right back. Yo, that dust, cat box dust, is actually terrible for you. Like, you can get disgusting diseases from sniffing up your cat poop dust. So if you clean a cat box, either wear a mask, or like this cloth mask is honestly doing not very much. Like, I should have like an N95 in there. I should have like a gas mask. Okay, you should be fully hazmated up, scooping to poop. Okay, I'll be back. I gotta say, before I go though, I saw this really funny video of some dude walking through a forest, and he saw a forest ranger, and the forest ranger's wearing like a mask, and the dude's like, bro, you're outside, what are you wearing a mask for, bro? And the forest ranger's like, just stares at him. He's like, bro, you got like a face diaper on your face, bro, like, you scared of that COVID stuff, bro? And then the forest ranger looked at him and was like, I'm sawing wood. Like, I'm sawing this ash tree. And then he just didn't say anything else. Like, he was sawing an ash tree. So he was trying to like avoid, you know, inhaling sawdust. He was probably clearing a tree from a path or something. I just thought that was so... Oh my god. I'm back. Seen a Sir Kitty. Ha. Yes, I washed my hands like 5 times. Don't worry. Had a fuzzy in my mouth. New event starts tomorrow. You didn't even do brew battle yet. You got 3 days for that. Oh, okay. But yeah, happy to be here. I was gonna say, I kind of wanted to watch some Dead Island videos on stream. I'm addicted to thinking about that game right now. You don't. This game, I've been waiting for this game. When exactly did the first Dead Island come out? Dead Island. When exactly was that? Released 2011. It's been 12 years. 12 years. I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. Stay focused. Yeah. There was a 2 cat passing by when you were gone. They're making out in the corner. Oh boy. They're both they're kind of like brothers, so I hope not. Well, they're like step brothers, but still, you know what I mean. Still gross. I'm gonna turn my fan on. It's kind of hot down here. Max, wait. It's 3 taps for max fanage. There we go. That feels better. Like, I want to play Genshin, but also all I can think about is Dead Island. So I apologize in advance. I probably should have said, I probably should have like set my stream to like, just chatting. You know? But I didn't. This is the choice that I made. And now I have to deal with the consequences of my actions, which is the fact that we'll play some Genshin. Silly Genshin ad. Let me see. Ooh, Lay said the Nahida video is basically done. So it'll be out. Okay. Be out tomorrow. Start checking DMs. Much players. This so amazing. Tell us. Wow. Well, that's certainly something. Okay, I'm back. That was weird. They put the I don't understand. You know, it's like it's actually kind of a thing to make typos in your titles on purpose because it makes people more likely to click your video than if you have perfect grammar. I've seen some free Primo scam ads, but that one is hilarious. Yeah, that one was Real weird. That was real weird. Okay. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. All right, let's go over here. Do a little bit of that. Actually, I don't want to flashbang you guys. I want to wait until it's... There we go. I'll just wait till it's loaded in. It's got to verify file integrity. Integrity. I got a really funny ad that was fully like homosexual. You can become very close with your best friend and study together. They really said, and they were best friends. You had Genshin ads beside the stream screen? Really? Interesting. These are actually really good, by the way. I've had a couple of different flavors from this brand. This is citrus cherry. It's not bad. I just spilled a little bit on myself, like a goober, as you do when you sip a full can of soda. But this is just sparkling water, so it doesn't leave gross stains or anything. What does this taste like? It kind of tastes like something. But I don't know what. It ain't bad though. Make you thirsty? Yeah, the funny thing is this does not hydrate you. These little delicious cans of sparkling water, because they put like caffeine and electrolytes in it, it doesn't hydrate you at all. I'll probably have to get up and go get some water here in a little bit. You've seen Genshin ads and Star Rail ads on YouTube. I'd imagine the Star Rail ads are going hard right now. I've even seen, so like, I don't think I'm subbed to the Star Rail YouTube channel, and I keep seeing their posts. Let me, headphones on. Oh God, that's loud on my end. Okay. Less than a week away. Yeah. I love those kinds of sparkling water. I have some Raz Cranberry LaCroix, grapefruit. Nice. I like the sparkling water, but I really like it to have caffeine, because like if I'm gonna drink water, I'm just gonna drink water. I want there to be something like caffeine in it, but I don't honestly like. I like the caffeine, but the electrolytes that they put in. Oh wait, this doesn't say it has electrolyte. This just has caffeine in it. Oh, okay.
We mercs have one simple rule.
Whenever it says natural flavors, I'm very scared to find out what that is. Oh, we were doing this quest. Okay, I totally remember what was going on. I knows what's going on. Gonna have to go over here. You don't know if you have the storage? Yeah, I mentioned that I'm really on the fence. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have time to play it, but like, I'm trying to stay open for Wuthering Waves. I know that Wuthering Waves is gonna take a lot of time. I'll probably be as into Wuthering Waves as I am into Genshin, just in a different way. Like, I like them both for different reasons. Like, I like Kuro games for different reasons than I like Hoyoverse. That's why I feel like it's important to know your developers and know what you can expect from them. That way you have like measured real expectations. Because like, actually, here's something that I want to talk about is gamer expectations. I had hold on. Bro, chill.
No turning back.
I just want to murder you and all of your friends. What's the big dealio?
Delve into
I can't use my brain while I'm fighting right now.
Buckle up.
Buckle up. Yeah, so I was watching a developer interview for Dead Island. And the interviewer was just asking some basic questions, right? I totally thought that was the daily, by the way. So the interviewer was like, "Oh yeah, so how about this? Is this a feature? Is that a feature? Like what's this? What about this?" And up until that point, the developers really hadn't said a whole lot. Like there wasn't a lot of information about like, "Oh, this is exactly how the game is going to be." You know, you could have a basic idea based on past games, but you know, that's yeah. So one of the things the interviewer asked was, "Oh, is the story, is there are 6 different main characters that you can play. They're called slayers, right? So you can pick between 6 different characters and they have different skills, and like part of the thing they were advertising is that the characters are different. You know, they have like different personalities, they have different skills, different, you know, whatever. And one of the neat things is that apparently each of the characters is actually written by a different person. So they should feel very, very unique. And yeah, one of the things that the interviewer asked was, do they have separate stories, or is it like, you know, like how does that work? And he was like, no, it's one story. Like it's one story. It's just that like depending on who you're playing, you get different answers, different responses, different, you know, like just like a different perspective. Like I would expect. Like that's what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting 6 different individual storylines. You know, that sounds insane to expect something like that, especially considering if you played the first Dead Island, like, you know, just being aware of the scope of that game, like it just doesn't, it wouldn't make sense for something like that. Anyway, I was reading the live comments, and there were people who were like, what, the Slayers don't get to meet in the game and form some kind of like zombie Marvel alliance or whatever? Like that's really disappointing. That's so disappointing. Like people were genuinely disappointed that there weren't 6 individual storylines with like intersecting moments. Like they didn't even advertise anything like that. They didn't say, hey, this story is gonna be massive and winding and intersecting, and no, like they never did that. And so I just don't understand why people had expectations for that. Like why is that a disappointment? How is that a disappointment? Why were you expecting something that, in my opinion, is a pipe dream for now? I mean, like maybe in the future, like if they were to grow the IP, but it's not like Dead Island was a success, but it's been 12 years. It's not like this developer is like floating in cash and has like, it's not like they have like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of employees. Like this is a smaller development team, and I don't know. I just like, I think that's why I think it's important to know stuff like that. Like I'm excited because I feel like I have a quality understanding of the scope of the game. I know what I'm getting when I'm buying Dead Island 2, and I'm excited for that. But yeah, it feels like some gamers just really run with their expectations, and they don't do anything to measure them, which I think is the best thing to do. If you have really measured expectations, then you leave yourself room to be surprised, like pleasantly surprised. I would never expect 6 completely different stories. Yeah, if they were gonna do 6 completely different stories for each Slayer, then you would expect them to advertise. Like that would be a big part of the marketing. And also, they announced that the story is like 20 hours. So you're not going to tell six different 20-hour stories? No. 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 Okay, Flora. Let's go. Reminds me when people expected Pokemon to be Breath of the Wild. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's like okay, I will say I haven't played the game, right? Wait, where's that? Where am I going? Oh, there we are. I will say I have not played the open world Pokemon game, but it looks like an open world Pokemon game. It does look like it's not that great.
Are you kidding me? This is even colder than the nights in the desert.
Oh, that's cool. She mentioned how cold the nights are in the deserts. Because it does get really cold in the deserts at night. Okay, my brain is mashed potatoes. I am so out of whack because I slept all day. I just feel so weird. I've just been in this state of waiting. We were talking about Pokemon. Oh yeah, like that the open world Pokemon game. It's all right, but it doesn't look that great. But it looks like what I would expect. You know what I mean? Like I would pretty much expect what they put out. Just maybe a little disappointed on some of the other. Huh? Oh, I forgot. You're supposed to bury them. Oh, I've never done that before. Hey, you know what? The one thing that Genshin does that I really like with achievements, they have a ton of achievements for failing quests. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there were points where, like, I had to purposefully fail some of these daily commissions to get the achievements. You know what I mean? You done goofed up, buddy. Oh, I really need to farm that new set for Dia. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably get I might get an achievement for this. Having played some of it, it's very cartoony, but it's Pokemon. You're not going to get Breath of the Wild or Genshin. Yeah, exactly. Like it is basically what I would have expected, right? Like it was buggier than I would have expected, but other than that, you know, it's like it's an open world Pokemon game. Like what do you expect? You know what I mean? You expect a romance system in a Pokemon game? You're gonna meet the love of your life in a Pokemon game? You're gonna both be Pokemon trainers together in love forever? Like what? It's a Pokemon game.
Thank you for
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. Maybe this is me being an older gamer. I feel like there are a lot of younger gamers, people that haven't been gaming for a long time, that don't understand game development on a technical level. They just, you know, they play games like Genshin. They play games like, they don't understand what is and isn't really feasibly possible. They don't have a good idea of like what is actually reasonable expectation versus unreasonable expectation. You know what I mean? And it doesn't help. It does not help that the yeah, let's go ahead and do this. The marketing for games is often ridiculous. Most game developers are happy to blow a bunch of smoke up your butt over like how amazing their game is. You know what I mean? And it's like, just be honest. Like, let's just be honest here. You know? But they don't want to be. Isn't Genshin a real-time Pokemon? Honestly, it was buggy, but like honestly, hearing about the latest ways to have a little fun with bugs is nice. Yeah. There's no, it's fine. It's not like the end of the world, but definitely prefer my games to be not buggy. I am a little bit sick of Like the one boat glitch in Sumeru, which sends characters flying. Is it a bug? Yes, but for resin-less activity is pretty sure. Yeah, no, like stuff like that, I'm not too worried about. But like I saw some really wacky bugs for the Pokemon game when it came out. I mean, maybe they've been fixed over time. I don't know. Like I haven't played the game. I'm just going off of, which I shouldn't do. So I don't even have an opinion. I have no thoughts. Brain empty. Zero thoughts. What are we doing here? Like Breath of the Wild has a lot of really fun bugs like that you can do, but mostly because you're exploiting the physics engine. You know what I mean? Breath of the Wild has a really intricate physics engine, so it yeah, I hear the same lines to describe 5 different games. Yeah. Welcome to an expansive open world, always online, massively large story, open RPG mechanics, decisions matter. Pre-order today. Boy, oh boy. Okay, so I can't even focus. The current active character gains 50% dander damage. Okay. Electro. ER. I don't know. I'm just gonna play my Tignari team because I don't feel like thinking. I'm gonna do my Yaimiko variation. Where you at? I can't find anyone. Okay, there we go. Who do I use as a healer? Oh, I use Yao Yao. Ooh, soon to be Baiju for my healer. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't put too much resin into Yao Yao yet, because I'll be dumping a bunch of resin into Baiju. And then my Tignari team's gonna be like even stronger. That's gonna be pretty exciting. This event was cake. Didn't even really try. Yeah, the last time they did this event, it was pretty fun. It was pretty brain dead fun. I did like this event a lot the last time they did it, because it gives you that wave based satisfying, like you just get to have fun. Like it's just fun to just fight a bunch, you know, and do a bunch of damage, and like, ooh, wow, my Sara's doing a bunch of damage. Oh, Yao Yao's going bouncy, and then, you know, you're just having a good old time. It's wonderful.
Can't see? I'll uproot you.
I wish we had more of this without the limited time events. You know what I mean? Oh, they weren't even aggravated. I feel dumb, like really dumb. Bro, can you just die? Thank you.
Quiver and shroud. Yeah, I hear everything.
No turning back.
Emerge. Right now.
Strike.
Ow! Ow! Rude.
Nothing lasts forever.
I'll uproot you.
Right here. Right now.
Storm the front.
Can't see? Rah. Yeah. Rah.
I'm always watching.
Oh, I don't think it was.
Right here.
Yeah, I waited way too long.
I hear everything. Oh, one thing after another. Yeah. Yeah.
Emerge. Stay put.
What? Oh. What? Okay. Yeah, I kind of just want to get through this event. Like, I just don't really care. Let's try a little bit of A little bit of something.
Rest, leave it. Shadows of fate.
Quiver! Let's get it up!
Bring refuge. Hold the line. Delves into destiny.
Oh, that's not good. I just lost out on all my. Oh, hey, I already got it back.
Written in the stars.
You're dead meat!
No, don't get stuck on him.
Rest, leave it. Let me scribe.
Quiver!
Covenant of the deep.
So guys just stuck.
Hold the line. Delves into destiny. Decided by destiny.
Gloves off!
Let me scribe.
Flash!
Written in the stars.
No turning back!
Look alive. Allow me. Billowing surge. Decided by destiny.
You're dead meat!
Man, that was fun. Decisions matter, then the decisions are minuscule, and sometimes you get the same answer no matter what you pick. I always remember when Telltale started doing that, I was so upset. Yeah. I was doing Genshin because when someone said they hated Kaya, and they said they were Kaya. That's funny. Treasure hoarders? Let's do the same team, honestly. I just feel like playing the same team. I don't really feel like doing anything different. Although CC would be good here. Yeah, CC would be good here. I'll just play my freeze team and absolutely demolish everything. How about that? Why, hello. Welcome to your demise.
With my foot, as one with wind and cloud.
Unleash! By ordinance
I don't know.
divine.
I think if I...
Submit for
Why do they gotta make them spawn, like...
Manifest! Take your true form!
The last time they did this event, the enemies would spawn in the same spot, pretty much. Like, they didn't spawn, like...
Touch of frost. Wind strider.
Granted, it's not as bad as that one, the Hakushin Iki event, but still, like, can they just spawn in the same freaking spot or like a little bit closer together, please?
Attack.
Please.
Covenant of the deep.
Like, I gotta put down these field effects, and then they're not in the fields, and then it's like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta walk out of the freaking field.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my.
Transfiguration!
I don't know why they're so obsessed with that. Like, I don't know why that's such a big deal to them that they gotta like.
Rest and leave it.
Unleash! By ordinance divine!
Oh, like, God forbid the enemies spawn in the middle of combat. Like,
Allow me.
Wind strider.
Obey! Finally, some target practice.
Let the clouds high. The birds.
Finally, some Target practice.
Rust, reave it.
Swift and merciful.
Unleash. Do your master's bidding. Take your Covenant of the Deep.
Target practice.
Submit for judgment.
Okay. I get it now. I really don't care about the buffs. Like, I just don't care. Like, I want my Primo gems. So, if you're hanging out, we got Discord pinned in the YouTube chat. We've got a Twitch. We've got stuff. So, you know, if you like things, if you like stuff, we got plenty of that here. Stuff and things, to be specific. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll do Tignari again. But this time, let's do the Nahida version. I really need Baiju to come out. Because I like my Yai Miko version better of my Tignari team, but my Yao Yao is like not built like at all. Like at all. You gave Yoimiya a try with this event with C6 Diona. Tried was Yoimiya, Xingqiu, Yunjin Diona. It was fun, made me feel like getting Yoimiya. Yeah, no, that's good. Yoimiya has this really fun thing where if an enemy is frozen, you can melt, and then they'll apply a little hydro if you got like Kokomi or whatever, and then it's vape. So you could do like, it's like a little bit of a combo, melt vape combo you can do with her. That's kind of interesting. Oh, they weren't even. I just like, you know when you just don't feel like doing anything. Like, I don't feel like doing any of this right now. Like, I just want them all to die. Is what I mean. Like, I don't feel like fighting them.
One with the forest.
I wonder how Genshin will, like, Hoyoverse will react to Wuthering Waves release though. Like, I feel like Wuthering Waves could actually shake them up a little bit. Like, I feel like they could have a serious oh crap, we need to pick up the pace here or something moment, you know what I mean? Dang, Sara.
Let's nip that in the
The eternal oasis. Dissipate. Strike. Bloom as the flowers in Gurabad.
Who do you think you are? Keep up. I'll uproot you.
Oh, I just completely missed.
Temple of Wisdom. Get with me. Quiver.
Your coming was foretold. Bloom as the flowers in Gurabad. The eternal oasis.
I'll settle this. Dissipate. Strike.
No turning back.
And Shroud. I hear everything.
C6 Sara. I wish I had a CT for now. Yeah. So we got Vishops, Slimes, and Whopper Flowers. I actually feel like let's do Cookie. I want to try this one team. What was it again? Yeah, Kuki, Mona, Dia Ayato.
Bond is strong.
Let's get it off.
Cascade.
Oh, I
Sato up.
freaking did it in the wrong order. I always do that with him when I don't play Ayato for a while. I hit his E and then I hit his Q and I'm just like, why did I do that? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm brain dead.
Written in the stars.
Gloves off.
Okay, so I need to rotate faster. This is actually the good thing about this event is that like when you have waves upon waves of enemies that you're fighting, it really helps you manage and figure out your rotations and stuff.
I'll settle this. Dissipate. Decided by destiny.
You're dead meat.
Get with me.
Like this team.
Shadows of fate.
Buckle up.
Cascade. Mind the deluge.
Out of my way. Dissipate. Delve into destiny.
I think I forgot to. Oh, this team is too complicated for me to do when I'm like not.
Let me
When I'm only like semi-conscious.
Cascade. The depths beckon.
fate is upon you.
Gloves off.
Yeah, okay, that team has some awkwardness. Yeah, I don't know. I think honestly my favorite Dia team still remains the Coco, Mona, Sara, Dia team. I don't know why. I just feel like it's the most satisfying to play. Yeah, let's give it a whirl on this.
Let's get down to business.
Bye-bye.
Storm the front.
Bring refuge.
Oh wait, I did not mean to. Oh crap.
Decided by destiny.
You asked for it.
Ah man, I keep using her burst at the end of the way. Like I keep screwing up everything.
Delve into destiny.
I use her burst at the end of the rotation, or like when the enemies are almost dead, so the new ones spawn and they have no hydro on them. And then, yeah.
My lucky day.
Allow me.
Quiver. Glory to the Shogun.
Billowing
Like Genshin's combat sometimes is a bit arduous, you know what I mean?
is upon you.
Gloves off.
Are you serious?
Hold the line. Shadows of fate.
Let's get it. Storm the front. Hi.
Torrent, bring refuge. Let's move out.
You're not screwing up. You're just doing extensive rotation testing. That's true. The sound on Cookie's alt is crazy. Okay. I think my C note, yeah, C note would be good here. Do that. I forgot what I'm doing. Yes. C no. Yes. Yes. Do I not have? Oh crap. Wait. No, I want. You can hear their voices. I don't know why. I forgot whether they were talking or not.
Eyes on me.
Through me, justice.
Yeah, there we go.
Guilty.
No.
Your penance is due.
At least he still does good damage.
Guilty.
Everyone hold hands.
Why are they spawning 2 at a time?
Sharing my knowledge.
Oh, this is so dumb.
Power that ended Haishan.
Billowing surge. Let's move out.
Nowhere to run.
Like they recommend Sino and then they give 2 at a time.
A fresh maneuver. Hey, the Temple of Wisdom.
To ashes.
Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due.
Dance with me.
Guilty.
Man, this is why honestly Nahida is not a must pull. Like Nahida is far from a must pull. I honestly think Nahida is extremely strong, but that one issue she has with her mark,
Make yourselves at home.
it makes her almost useless for certain teams. Like this team right now, Sino with Nahida, it's so flawed. Like look at this, she's doing nothing. Now Nahida is pointless. Great. So glad she's on my team.
Bro, committed to
The show's only just begun.
Like that's why I'm saying the second we get more Dendro options, Nahida is actually probably going to be one of the worst Archons. Like one of the worst, unfortunately, because she's extremely strong, but there are points in time where if you're playing a hyper carry, she does literally nothing. Literally nothing. Like, oh, I get 200 EM. Ooh, great. I don't care. I just want her freaking mark to like, why can't she be like Child and have it spread when the enemies die? Even that wouldn't work because when you have to kill the last enemy for the wave to spawn, so it still doesn't even work. God, I really wish they could just do wave combat better. Like, why can't they have a wave of 4 enemies and when you get down to the last 2, it spawns in 2 more? Like something like that. So it's not, oh, fight 5 enemies. Oh, chase down this one enemy with 10 health to get the 5 more enemies to spawn halfway across the map so that you can run across the map with your skills all on cooldown so that you can just like all right, I'm just gonna play my freeze team for the rest of literally the rest of this entire event, and I'm just gonna blow through it because I don't want to care about this right now. I'm getting a little frustrated. Like it's just like events like this are so close to what I want from combat endgame, but then they make stupid decisions like this, and I can't understand. Like I can't understand. Like
Transfiguration.
From whence you came.
I mean, it's because it's a temporary event. It's because it doesn't really matter, and that's why. But, you know, it's like... You're making me play through it, so... Oh, and now that they spawned in my field effect, it ends. How glorious.
One with my foot.
Unleash! Take your true form!
Your coming was foretold.
Hold the line.
Forth my blade as one with wind and cloud.
Manifest!
Do your master's bidding.
Submit for judgment. Wind strider.
Your coming was foretold.
Covenant of the deep.
Eternal as a sapphire.
Yeah.
One with my blade.
Obey!
Yeah, Nahida does work well in quick swap teams, but I got Nahida for my Sino team. Like that's why I pulled Nahida. And like she's basically like the worst. Like she literally just doesn't work with Sino. Like 99% of the content in this game is wave-based combat. So the only time I can run my Sino team with as I want to run it, as you guys have seen it, the only time I can actually run that team and it actually works is the Skara boss, because he has a ton of health, and like if I'm fighting a world boss or whatever, like it works. But it's just like that makes me mad. Like I don't want to have a team that only works for like one small little tiny bit of content, you know what I mean? I really dislike the fact that her mark mechanic is so incompatible with Sino. That just frustrates me. Maybe when like Baiju's out or something, I'll be less frustrated, but right now I'm frustrated. That's why I haven't been playing Sino so much.
Covenant of the deep.
Yeah, and like Sino doesn't need like a bunch of Dendro application. Like he doesn't need like insane amounts, but just like
Obey! By ordinance divine!
Spirit blade.
Transfigurate!
Torrent, bring refuge. Hold the line.
Unleash!
From whence you came.
Care for my will embodied!
Do your master's bidding.
Clouds high. The birds call. Submit for judgment. Swift and merciful.
Billowing surge. Rest and rebuild.
Dance with me! Obey!
Spirit blade.
The shadows only!
Covenant of the deep.
Wind strider.
Manifest! Cryo incarnate!
Submit for judgment. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Transfiguration!
Torrent, bring refuge.
all right. Frustrating is in this event. They buffed Burning and Dia, but they couldn't do that in Abyss in general gameplay. Honestly, I mean, I still gotta farm the new set, but you know how I feel about Dia. I think she's fine. Honestly, she's just a niche character with sucks in our combo for what she does. She's very powerful, not a good Sino match. But I would say better overall. No, I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just being dramatic. You guys know how I feel about the game. I'm just tired and frustrated, so my apologies for not being the most nuanced right now. Hoyo gave Sino too many cons. It's not. I don't think it's Sino's fault. I think Sino's kit is fine. I think it's there's not enough Dendro supports. That's literally the issue. That it is literally just there's not enough Dendro supports because Dendro is new and they just need time to put out Dendro supports. That's the entire thing. That's the whole kit caboodle, you know. But it's just frustrating because Sino's like a character that I've waited years and years and years for. And I feel like I literally, like, most characters, even if they need to get a little bit stronger, like, I feel like I can use them, but I don't know. I guess I could just build my Dendro main character better, but I just don't feel like doing that when they're gonna probably just be a worse version of many other Dendro units once they're all fully out and stuff. Like, see, like this, how they're all spawning in the same spot? Why isn't this, why is it not... Why is every other trial different than this one? Why? Like, this is great. This is what I want. I just want to stand here and freaking kill that enemies. I don't want to...
The Temple of Wisdom.
I hear everything.
Everyone hold hands. This way.
Quiver. Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud.
Glory to the Shogun! Flash! Out of my way!
Hey. Make yourselves at home.
Our bond is strong. Strike!
And Shroud. I hear everything.
Impossible!
I see everything.
It gives, you know, interruption resistance and a little ease of charging energy. Yeah, I think that he could have benefited from some energy interrupt resist. Although he is able to pull out like his skill most of the time. I don't know. I run him with Beto, so I don't really get knocked around very much with him, to be honest. Actually, here, let's try something fun and interesting. Let's do... Who was my healer? Oh yeah, Kokomi. I don't mind it, you're just speaking the truth. They did wave combat in a mediocre way for a while now. Yeah. I think that's... Oh, what did you say? Respond to? I like that... Wait. I like how that turned out, not to say those Archons are bad. We just have that many options now, which is pretty cool. I think it's what's nice about Genshin. Archons are strong, but not overwhelmingly meta. Yeah. Don't want to play Nahida Mark tag. That's true.
Happy to oblige.
Right here. Right now. Too late for regrets. Truth repeats its course.
Oh, I haven't played Farazan in a while.
A sight to behold. Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Get moving!
Have fun with this gift. Right here. Emerge. Right here. Dare to mess with me? Emerge. Right here. Rest, leave it. I'm always watching.
Happy to oblige.
Ears of the storm. Right now. Emerge. Right now. Too late for regrets. Uphill battle. Billowing surge.
Time to
Right here. Emerge. Right here. A sight to behold.
my patience.
Emerge. Right now. Truth repeats its course. We'll see about that.
Bring it on!
Emerge. Right now. Hold the line.
Oh my god, this team is amazing.
Have fun with this gift.
Holy crap.
Covenant of the deep.
Get moving! Fracture!
Right here, right now. Too late for regrets. Gears of the storm.
Oh, I missed. That's okay. I've got tons of damage in this team. Wow. That was actually really kind of nutty. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to play that team again. Do that, and where did? Okay. That's a fun team. Hey, British gamer.
Truth repeats its course. We'll see about that. A sight to behold. Right here. Right now. Too late for regrets. Ha!
Get moving!
Gears of the storm. We'll see about that.
Yeah! Segwell!
Rest and remix. Emerge right here. I'm always watching. Emerge right now, right here.
What? Why did you not target the enemy?
For regret.
Oh my god, dude, can you stop blocking? Thank you.
Right now, emerge.
Overload would have been good.
With me. Allow me.
Get moving! Truth hurts!
Right now. Gears of the storm. Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Confess!
Truth repeats its course. Show them. Right here. Too late for regrets. Rest and remix.
Segwell!
Dare to mess with me? Gears of the storm.
Yeah, bring it on!
Emerge right here. A sight.
Okay. Okay. I gotta say, that was really fun. That team was, that was real good stuffs. I need to work on that team some more. I forgot how fun that is. Oh, I'm done. Awesome. Oh, afterward? Oh, we get primos for that. Okay, I'll definitely. Claim. Acclaim. Acclaim. It was a great success. This blazing warmth, this magnetic echo. It is like a chorus of alchemical potions in the flames. Impeccable, I say. Using the data you've provided, I'm sure I'll be able to write the most perfect report. White high intelligence floating assistive unit. Now it's payday. But I wouldn't call that a large sum of Mora here. And did the Mora I saved over this half a year not pack enough punch for you? Did I underestimate the price that mercenaries can fetch? Daily wage I planned for them was the same as the daily allowance my mentor gave me, though. Your dietary demands are very honest. Your views on standards of living are very precarious. That's a funny line. I'm gonna say the first one though. How have you survived? I do love a shawarma wrap though. I'm not gonna lie. Those are so good. Oh no, I'm getting hungry. I have some biscuits and gravy in the fridge because I ordered breakfast this morning, and whenever I order out, I always order like 2 meals of stuff because it's like 4 meals of stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, like I'll order something to eat then and something to eat later. Let's hope this research maniac doesn't collapse too easily. Okay, now you hangry? Grr. Grr, hangry, grr. BP. I didn't get an achievement for screwing up that daily, did I? Do, dipped, shrimp. Do, dip, shrimp. A do, a dip, a shrimp. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, guys. I want to take a quick break. I'm kind of hungry, but also like, you know, they should keep a lot of events like Spice event and balloon tag. Balloon tag was really fun. I think some of my favorite events, I really like the balloon tag one, was fun. The labyrinth event was probably one of my top favorites. Spice event. Oh, you're talking about the cooking one where you cook the special spices and you give them to the characters. Yeah, there's a lot of good events that are really interesting. Like I like the boss rush events. Those are usually kind of fun, challenging. Might be unpopular, but I found the balloon tag a bit repetitive. Oh, I felt like they changed it. I felt like it was, each level was more difficult than the last, and so I felt like it was pretty engaging. But I can understand how it's, I mean, it's you know, it's Pac-Man. Like you're just playing Pac-Man. Maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much, is because it's like, it reminds me of the good old days. Like, I don't know. It's just cool to see a concept like Pac-Man replicated in a game like Genshin. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that was the inspiration for the balloon tag. It's literally Pac-Man. And so that's why I was like into it. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, get some water, try to get some juice in my brain so that I can actually process thoughts. Cause like, oh boy, I can't even look. This is how I am before an exciting game release. Okay. Okay. At least when Tears of the Kingdom comes out, I'll already have like Dead Island and a new update for V Rising. Like once Dead Island comes out, I should have enough distractions that I won't be bothered by yeah, by stuff. By stuff and things. I'm kind of wondering if I should pre-register for Honkai Star Rail, just so that like, if I decide to play it someday, even very casually, I'll just have the pre-register rewards, whatever they are. Like the, wait a minute, you don't have to pre-register to get the pre-register rewards, right? Like, the pre-register rewards are just given out for everybody, right? Isn't that how that works? I'm pretty sure that's how that works, right? It's like I don't need to pre-register or anything. I'm pretty sure I just have to download the game. But what I'm thinking I might do is I might make an account. Like, so when Star Rail comes out, like I'll probably play it for like a day, make an account, kind of get the free wishes or whatever the heck there is, and then I'll probably not touch it or play very, very casually after that point. It's kind of what I'm thinking. But someone let me know about those pre-reg rewards, if I need to actually register my account or if I can just go. Just go. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take a breaky poo, a break a doodle doo. You know, Discord links, stuffs, things, whatnot, and stuff. Over 2 weeks till Tears of the Kingdom. Yep. So yeah, I'll be back in a, yeah, I'll be back soon. I'm back. The rhythm game event needs to stay permanently. Ooh, I do agree. The rhythm game event is really good, and it's also an extremely good use of all the the super high quality demo music and stuff that they put out over the years. I really enjoyed it when they had it at Windbloom. Only an hour and a half till Dead Island 2 comes out. You know what's funny? Dying Light 2, the competitor of Dead Island. Kind of an interesting story. I've talked about it maybe a little bit, but so the first Dead Island was developed by Techland, published by Deep Silver. And then Deep Silver and Techland had disagreements. Deep Silver wanted a more goofy game, just kind of lean into the B-roll movie feeling with zombie hack and slash, and Techland wanted to go a more serious route. So Techland split off and started doing Dying Light. And then Deep Silver found a new development studio, Dam Busters, which is a part of Deep Silver, to work on Dead Island 2. So they have like a relationship to each other as the development companies, and they're direct competitors. So Dying Light 2 just put out like a huge update, like a massive update, and I think they're trying to stop their players from going over and like just getting obsessed with Dead Island 2. You know what I mean? Like they're like, hey guys, I know that new game is coming out, but we have this really cool update. I don't know if you want to check it out or not, but you know, we've got this big update, and I just want you to know that it's there in case you want to still play our game, guys. It's pretty funny stuff. I mean the update is good, but it's not. I don't know. I'm so excited for Dead Island 2. I can't not. I don't care about Dying Light 2 right now. Although the updates are great. They are good stuffs. Okay, so we did this event.
Swims in its own direction.
Let's just go dump a bunch of resin in this domain real quick. I gotta start farming this set eventually, so might as well start farming it now. They want me to use Dendro. What enemies we got in here? Oh, okay. Doesn't seem bad at all. I actually think this team might do pretty well. We'll see. You know, I was thinking about this team right here. If Baiju is good, Baiju could be an interesting healer for this team. Although I would need a... I don't know if Mona can keep up on the Hydra application by herself. Oh, this kind of reminds me of that one domain in I think in Leeway, the talent book domain. You fight the Meta Churls, and then you fight the Fatui afterwards. Yeah, except this time it's okay. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I don't have my burst. That's awkward.
You asked for it.
Ooh, that was awkward. Poopy. Yeah, I need to really iron out these rotations. Because your damage potential drops by a lot when you goof up your rotations. I thought did I increase my Dia's ER yet? No, I had to wait for the new artifacts. Okay. So part of the reason my ER isn't enough on my Dia is because I haven't been able to farm this yet. Oh, well, hey, if that adds crit rate, could be pretty good. Okay. Yeah, what is she at right now? I think it's like 139, 137. Okay. I think for this team, 150 or 160 should be plenty. Okay, so what we're gonna do... We're gonna burst. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Yes, and now we do this, and then we do this, and then we do this, and now they're dead. Perfect. Okay, that was much better. Go ahead and condense some resin. How's everybody doing? I haven't seen chat move at all since I got back. Is anyone even here? And any sound offs in chat, chatteroni? I need to buy my Welkin. I've been without Welkin for a couple weeks. Or like a week or something. I honestly just keep forgetting to buy it. Because I'm not like... I'm actually like at the point in Genshin where I'm just really not stressed about like resources at all. What? Wait, what? What was that? What was up with that? You're just here doing we chilling. Okay. You're good. I just wanted to make sure. What just happened? Has anyone ever had that happen before? Where the parametric transformer just disappears? Does it do that when you get into combat? You're lurking, gaming, and waiting for the release. Oh, nice. It did it again. What? I'll try it. I'll do it in a city or something so that it that's confusing. The one thing I'm sad about is I'm gonna have to install the game. Maybe because of enemies. Yeah, I've never had that happen before. Just kind of weird.
This realm.
Oh my god, I forgot what I was talking about. A brain can't function at all. No brain for you. None. Nada. But yeah, it does feel good to be at a point in the game where I don't need to sweat. Oh, we got a bunch of new. Ooh, I'm gonna have to start buying up those blueprints. Man, by the time we get to the end of the regions, there's gonna be so much furniture in this game. Like, we already have kind of a lot. I can't even imagine. Ooh, was that a single wish? Was that a start? Was that a standard wish that we just got? I believe so. I believe so. Here, let's try it right here. Wait, you can't use parametric transformer here? I thought you could. Did they change that? I could have sworn that you could use your parametric transformer in your teapot. Huh, that's weird. That's bizarre. Okay, well, the enemies are definitely dead. So let's just put it down. It's still got all my stuff loaded in it, too. So it's like, should be, fine or whatever. Oh, I forgot. Mona is so OP for that. She can charge it just by dashing. Okay, I got my resin. Got everything. So how much energy do I have? Oh, I guess it's hard to tell because I fought some enemies. Okay. I want to find out how much energy recharge I need. So I need to like do a full rotation and see what my energy levels are at the end of it. The domain effect really isn't that powerful in this domain. You get like 150 elemental mastery for doing a dendro reaction.
Let me scry. Strike. Look alive. Bring refuge. Allow me. Written in the stars. You asked for it.
Oh, I forgot to put Mona's skill. Huh, well, it worked out. It worked out. I mean, yeah, I won't be a beggar. You know, like I need a bunch of different stuff, so like I'm not gonna really worry about the best substats right now. I just want to get Dia on this set because I'm running my Dia on tenacity of Millilith, which basically is doing nothing. Like it's pretty much doing nothing for my Dia. So I will for sure be getting a decent damage boost from the new set. The one thing I'm gonna have to get used to is like you gotta like purposefully get hit. You know what I mean? To trigger the set effect. Like once you have the set effect going, shouldn't be a big deal. But you gotta get it going. You know what I mean? Don't get it going. There we go. Did that. Also, it seems like my energy problems... Okay, I'll be able to check after this. Oh, no. The guy... Why are you so far away? Why weren't you standing next to the hydro application, you jerk? Also, I just... Okay. I'm not used to these silly hilly churls. Okay, energy. Yeah, I'm a little over half. So probably like 160. Yeah. 160, 165. That'll get me within the range I need. Oh, it's a goblet. I mean, no, no, wrong set. Ah, that would have been so good. Of course. Because I do need an elemental mastery sands. That's gonna be the... Oh, what am I doing?
Delve into destiny. Strike.
Actually, it didn't really screw up the rotation at all.
Covenant of the deep.
And I didn't seem like I really... Maybe I should do Kokomi's... Huh.
Trust and reap. Fate is upon you.
I'm gonna have to do some thinkings. See, now there they are. They're standing close together. They both have hydro application, and now they can just die. You know what I mean? Like it's easy peasy lemon squeezy from here. Okay, so I think I'll put Kokomi's jellyfish down, and then I'll immediately use Dia's skill. Or maybe I'll do... Oh, I have a really good idea. I'm gonna try something. Oh my god. I'll keep that goblet because that's a really good defense goblet, but I mean, come on. Come on. Okay, so what I'm thinking, Kokomi, Saradia, Mona Saradia. Rather than doing Kokomi, Mona Saradia, I'll do, yeah, I think that's a great idea. All right, here we go. Kokomi, Sara, Dia, Mona, Sara, Dia. It's hard to tell. They were kind of backing up, so my pyro application didn't really like, or my hydro application didn't stick to that guy. But that was pretty smooth, and it also gives me more use from the stagger resistance because like Sara keeps getting staggered and stuff. So it, oh, see, I just defaulted back to my old rotation. Now, why are they spreading out so far? Is it because of Mona's taunt?
Let me scry. Flash.
No turning back.
That guy's just kicking slimes at me. Dude, that's insanely rude.
You asked for it.
Okay. A great idea. That was top tier pun right there. Okay. No. Oh. Okay, I'll hold on to that one for sure. All right, so I'll do 2 more runs. I'll do 2 more runs. Sino approves. Yes. All right, Kokomi, Sara Dia, Mona Sara Dia, Kokomi burst, Mona burst, afterwards, Dia burst. I think that's gonna be my rotation. So let these guys run forward. That.
Delved into
That. Okay, the elemental application seems to be working out pretty well there. Now the only concern I have is with... Oh, that lines up perfectly. Get over here. Dude, get over here. What the f... Okay, I think the Animo guy doesn't chase you. This Animo dude doesn't seem like he chases you at all. So it seems like I need to kind of like hug him a little bit, you know? Kind of curious about this actually. I've never tried doing skill into Dia's burst. It worked okay, but I definitely ran out of hydro. I think maybe if... I don't know. I can't remember if I had all my hydro application up or not. Okay, I like the new rotation though. The new rotation is good. It's gonna take some finagling. I think I might have to... Oh, that would actually be really smart if I... Okay. I'm thinking I need to auto attack or charge attack or something with Mona. Because her skill doesn't do hydro application on cast. It takes like a second or two to start spitting out hydro. So if I do... Besides, I think I have her on Solar Pearl. So if I do a normal attack, it'll increase my skill damage. Even though that really doesn't matter. But well, it increases burst damage. For how long? 6 seconds. I wonder if that's snapshots. Because if that's snapshots... Oh, I just went back to my old habits. I just straight up... God. I got so used to doing that stupid rotation. Now it's gonna take me forever to like unlearn it. Okay, so chase the Animo dude. Boop, 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 boop. Do that, do that, do that, do that. And now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna fit Sara's burst into that. Because I need to do Sara's burst. I think if I do Mona, Sara, Dia, or sorry, Kokomi, Sara, Dia, Mona. I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess around with it. Okay. Nothing good, really. I think I got like one feather that might be okay. But yeah, it's fine. It's gonna take me a while. I have a bunch of resin. Like, I'm gonna spend fragile resin on that domain, unfortunately. Because... yeah. Okay. Single wish. Woo! Oh my god. Wow. Cool steel. Harbinger. Oh my god. Yeah. So that was some crazy stuff, guys. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Got 11 days till Baiju. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. I wonder if I do like a single wish if I'll get Nilu. No? What if I do like a second single wish? Will I get Nilu? But like, what if I do like a third one? Fair enough. Fair enough. I think I got 27k skill damage from Dia just now, or am I imagining things? I've hit around that, so I mean that's not unreasonable. That's not an unreasonable amount of damage. Once I get my Dia on the full new set, I think I'll probably be hitting around 20. I actually I have no idea. Dory is the sign to stop. Yeah. Like, I would have taken a Nilu, you know, if they had given me a Nilu, I would have gladly taken it. I could use some more Hydra application. I'm scared to pull Nilu because I know we're gonna get a lot more Hydra units in Fontaine, and I'm sure Nilu will be great. Like, she'll still be great, but you know. Yeah, my raw or not raw, like my vapes without any buffs or anything are hitting like 17, was it 15, 17k or something like that? So with the new set, I would imagine you'd hit above 20k with the buff active, because she can stack up the buff really quickly. So hi, hello.
Quiver. Let me scribe. Decided by destiny.
Oh, I don't even have a... Whoa, did you guys see that? I just hit 30k, and then I hit like 40k, and then the proc went off for like 20 something k, just for doing her skill combo. That's pretty good. I mean, you know, I obviously use Mona's burst, but I skipped Yelan because I feel the Hydro Archon may power corrupt current Hydro applicators. Yeah, you know, like, I don't, like, again, I don't think any of them are going to be useless. I don't think, like, Kokomi or Mona or Yelan are going to become useless. I just do think that we're going to get a lot more options. Datra, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and grab this. You're back. You're at 57 pity unlimited banner, just passively getting there. Nice. Bonkadonk noise. Search for the strange object. I'm not doing nothing you tell me to do, Paimon. I ain't doing nothing. I gotta remember to do my weekly bosses this week. Oh, I still haven't unlocked the new weekly boss. Oh, I bet Baiju's gonna use that stuff. Oh. So I'm gonna have to get to that. All right, let's go full screen for a while and just chat. I've got about an hour until Dead Island 2 comes out. That is my hard line end to the stream. I do not want green eggs and ham. I will not eat them. Sam, I am. No, but like at midnight, I'm outie 5,000. I'll be out of here so fast. Also, you know how they're doing outfits for the standard units first? I was curious. I'm sorry, I'm clicking stuff in game. I'm curious your guys' thoughts. Do you think Tignari and Dia will get skins before like limited 5 stars? Like, do you think they're going to continue that trend even for Dia and Tignari? Because I will lose my mind if we get a Tignari skin and a Dia skin in the future. I know it's like once every 6 months or whatever, but well, they had Ayaka this last time. So I guess I already answered my own question. The new Nahida quest is so good. Do it. Oh, I will. I have to do the first one first, though. We'll get there. We'll get there for sure. You'd sell your soul for a Tignari skin. That would be great. I would love to see a Tignari skin. I almost feel like Dia doesn't need a skin. Like, Dia's design is so good. I don't know what they would do other than maybe give her like a more casual look. Like, she's wearing a lot of armor, so they could do something like more chill. But I don't know. I just think Dia's design is so good. I'm not really sure what they do for a skin. Tignari's design is also really good, but I don't know. I don't know what they would do. Let me look at Lisa's skin, because maybe they could do some sort of scholar outfit for Tignari, where it's like instead of a forest ranger outfit, it's like his academia robes or something. But I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't look that good. His design is already really good. It's hard to tell what they'll do for skins. Dia is showing skin. And it's not that long. I heard it's not that long. I'm sure I'm gonna cry. Like, I cried when Nahida had to do the stuff at the end of her quest, and oh man. Something fashionable for Dia, since she and Candace like shopping. Aw. If we get a new Inazuma 5-star, I'll have a hard time not pulling them. I'm pretty sure the new character for next patch is a 4-star. Her design looks like a 4-star. I mean, I could be wrong, but there's like a weird way to tell whether a character is a 4. Like, if you look at enough 4 stars and 5 stars, you can kind of start to get a feel for it. Like, okay, this is a 4-star, this is a 5-star. And I've been wrong before. But you know, that was C3, by the way, for my Dory. Working my way up to that C6, which is actually pretty good. Dory C6 is actually really nice. Like, her C6 is really cool. Getting that like short electro infusion is really helpful for her, like with reaction teams, because she's so burst. Like, Dory is extremely burst dependent below C6, but you get like where is it? Yeah, like C1 helps her outside of her burst a little bit. But most of her stuff is about her burst, and then you get to C6 and you get that infusion outside of her burst using her skill, and that's nice. It just gives her that extra little edge when she's not using her burst. Also, does it heal you when normal attacks hit opponents? All party members will heal. Yeah, so Dory can do that, like burst healing with her, or like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do build wise for your C6 Dory. I don't have C6 Dory, so I'm not entirely sure. I would assume, like, I'm literally running 2-piece Thundering Fury, 2-piece Millilith, but at C6 I would recommend maybe checking out 4-piece Thundering Fury for her. That could be interesting. because you'll be able to pull off a lot more reactions with her C6. So you'll be able to decrease her skill cooldown even more and allow you to spam her skill more often, which I don't remember how much energy it generates. But one thing people always forget, and this is actually something, it's because we don't have a lot of things that reduce cooldown. But if you half the cooldown of a skill, you are doubling the energy generation. So you can have a character with 200% energy recharge, or you can have a character with a skill cooldown that's cut in half, and they're doing the same thing, because that's all that energy recharge is. Energy recharge just, you know, if you have 200% ER, you are doubling the energy you get. So if you pick up 3 particles, it's like picking up 6 particles. But if you can just use your skill twice, then you actually mitigate energy recharge needs. So like if you have Dory at C6 and you have 4-piece Thundering Fury and you're utilizing her infusion to get a couple extra reactions in, then you're actually, and you're especially if you're running her in a quick swap team, you're increasing your energy generation. I wonder if her infusion is only for herself. No, it's only for herself. It's for herself. Dory gains the following effects for 3 seconds after using her cannon: Electro Infusion and the healing. So you can heal and you can do Electro Infusion. But like, I think Dory is best built with HP EM. Like if you do HP and Elemental Mastery with some... Like my Dory is not that great right now. She has 154 EM, 65-95 ratio. So like pretty high crit rate, but low crit damage, 184 energy recharge. If I had her at C6, I could focus less on ER and I could focus more on HP and Elemental Mastery to boost her. Because her damage potential is actually, for a healer, is not that bad. It's just stat balancing is not easy to do with her because you need all that ER. Oh, then you also need HP to increase her healing, and then you need EM. And you can just sacrifice one of those stats if you want. Like you could sacrifice HP to make her heals less potent, but to have better uptime and better damage. You know what I mean? Or you could, you know, wait, what? Does she scale off attack or HP for damage? Okay, she scales off attack for damage. Okay. So yeah, EM is going to be important for her. And then, you know, if you don't need as much ER, you can give her a better damage weapon or something, or yeah. Oh, there's no one using my Wolf's Gravestone. Since I got Dia's weapon, there's no one using it. Okay. Ba 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 da ba. Ba 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 da ba. 54 minutes. I wish I could pre-install the game or something. Like preload it. Go to my library. It's available in 53 minutes, 51 seconds. Your Chongyun is crying. I love Skyward Pride on him. I don't know what it is. I just think it's nice to have the energy recharge. Like, it solves his ER needs entirely in like he doesn't need energy at all, right? But you give him the Skyward Pride and all of a sudden, like, he does a little bit more damage. It's just like a good balanced weapon for him. But Wolf's Gravestone, you can hit disgusting numbers on Chongyun with that. Because Wolf's Gravestone will give you a ton of attack buff, and then you can, you know, you can use like Shenhe and a bunch of crit damage and just get nasty. Especially if you melt with him. If you melt his burst, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. He can hit massive damage. Like Chongyun is, I understand that he's niche and he doesn't work in a lot of teams, but he is pretty underrated. He is pretty underrated. I want to find more teams to use him in. There are plenty of teams that you can use him in. But yeah, I was asking because I have built Dory with HP ER, so 206% ER. Heard that at C6 she wants EM as well. Yeah, yeah. So what I would recommend is maybe put her on 4-piece Thundering Fury so that you can use her skill more often, so that you don't need as much energy recharge. And then, especially if you're running her on a Favonius Greatsword, think about that. If you're running her on a Favonius Greatsword, not only can you proc the Favonius effect off cooldown more often, but you can get more energy in general. So it's just a win-win-win-win-win-win-win situation. I bet if you did Sacrificial Greatsword with C6 Dory and 4-piece Thundering Fury, you could probably get like surprising amounts of uptime on her infusion. Like, I wonder if you can get 100% uptime on it. What's her skill cooldown? Let me check. It's not that long. Like, her skill cooldown is only like 8 seconds or something, I'm pretty sure. 9 seconds. So you can probably, you get a 3-second infusion window. You get like wait, I gotta look at 4-piece Thundering Fury. What's the cooldown on? I think it's 2 seconds. Every 1 second. Oh, it can occur every 0.8 seconds for 1 second. So with 4-piece Thundering Fury, and if you're actually like, if you hit her skill, that gives you like the skill doing a reaction will give you a little bit of decrease. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Doesn't she have a no, she don't. Wait, no, it's in one of her talents. She already has something that does that already, right? After a character connected to the genie triggers. Oh, so if you have her burst out, you can reduce her skill to 6 seconds cooldown. Because if a character is connected to Ginny and triggers an electro reaction of any kind, the cooldown of her skill is decreased. Which works not only with her, but with... Oh, that's actually really interesting. You can swap off of her with her burst up, do some stuff, swap back, use her skill, attack a couple times. Like, that passive stacking with Thundering Fury, you can probably get her skill cooldown to like 4 seconds. Which would basically bring you to 100% uptime on her infusion, which you don't need, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's nice to have. It's cool. That's cool. That's a little bit deeper than I thought. Yeah, you could really, at C6, you could really go hog wild with her build and do something really interesting. You might not even need 4-piece Thundering Fury, depending on your team. Like, you might not need that much cooldown reduction, so you could probably, even at that point, you could, I don't know. A gnat on my light. A gnat on my light? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. All right, nature is calling, so I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. But first, shout out the Discord link pinned in the YouTube chat. Make sure you join if you haven't already. We've got a friendly community, lots of cool people in there. I've got a Patreon. I'd love to have your support. If you don't mind, that would be great. Trying to do this full time, as you know, trying to just do the things, make it work, build a friendly community, and do, you know, yeah. I also have Twitch. I'm multi-streaming every time I stream. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch, so you're more than welcome to watch on whatever platform is most convenient for you. Do note that I will never become a partner for Twitch. I will never do that. So if you want to support me monetarily, you need to do so either on YouTube or on Patreon. Those are the options, because I'm not going to join the partner program with Twitch ever. Ever. I'm just exploiting the website for subs. Anyway, all right. I'll be right back in a little bit. BRB. Twitch is not your cup of tea. Understandable. I'm back, by the way. I grabbed myself a yogurt. I'm very excited for yogurt. I think I may hold off on building or aggravate teams to level your Chongyun's artifacts and see how much damage he can do with your Shenhe. I do recommend that. It's satisfying. Chongyun and Shenhe together. I mean, you've seen my Chongyun. Like, I'll be honest with you. For how much I use Chongyun, his artifacts actually suck. Like, here, let me show you my Chongyun's build, because it's not amazing. Like, he's got Skyward Pride. He's not even on a 4-set bonus. He's on a two-piece. And he's 50. He's 56 102. I could be hitting like 50,000 damage per big sword strike, and instead I'm hitting like 30k because his artifacts just suck. I just don't want to farm the Blizzard Strayer domain anymore. So I kind of gave up on it, but I'll get back to it eventually. Yogurt. There's hope for your Chongyun then. Yeah, no, I mean, you guys see my Chongyun. Like, you see him do well. He does good damage. He's not even like triple crowned or anything. But yeah, he could use some love. Like, he really could use some work with his artifacts. Like, I could go down, like, I could add probably, yeah, if I manage to get a 4-piece cryo set for him, I could lower my crit rate needs and swap to a crit damage hat. Yeah. Oh no. I got yogurt on my beard. Unacceptable. I need to trim my beard. It's too long. Too long. I'm just lazy. It takes effort. Oh man. Oh gosh, guys. Dead Island 2 so soon. It's at moments like these where that "let me in" meme is just, it's like literally playing in my head the entire time. It's like, let me in, let me in. I kind of want to watch some videos with you guys. You guys want to watch some videos? Some Dead Island 2 videos. I want to show you guys the developers talking about the gore system. They released a video on like IGN or something. Hello. Just joining random streams. Welcome. Happy to have you here. We are just vibing. We were talking about Genshin, but as you can see from my stream title, I'm waiting for the release of Dead Island 2, which comes out in 42 minutes. So yeah, we're just vibing. If you're looking for a friendly community for Genshin and for other games, we've got a Discord. What server do I use? You mean Genshin? I'm on North America. But we have people all in all sorts of different servers. So you're more than, like, I have my Discord link pinned in the YouTube chat. You're more than welcome to join if you want. I will say I've seen some confusion. I'm pretty sure the way my Discord is set up, you have to have email verification. I don't think you can I don't think you can join my Discord without email verification. I've seen some confusion about that. But as long as your Discord account is properly set up and stuff, you should be fine. I hope you don't have any problems joining. Shouldn't be that bad. Should be fine. You just got to accept the rules. Maybe it's only maybe it's my mods that need email. I don't know. You can try it. Let me know if you have any issues. Good to see you though. Okay. I'm gonna be stuffing my face with yogurt. So let's watch this gore system together. Video on the gore system. You want me to choose an element? I know, that one's tough. You know what's really funny is I can see the audit logs. I see people change their favorite element all the time. And actually, it's really funny because when a new hypercarry comes out, like when Edo came out, there were a ton of people who were like, yeah, I like Geo a lot now. I thought that was so funny. I love being able to see stuff like that. It makes me chuckle. All right. If you are adverse to gore, I apologize. You have a problem choosing a favorite element too? It's hard. I mean, I was a huge Animo fanboy, Freeze fanboy for a long time, but Dendro is really fun. Electro is really fun. Yeah, it's like it's hard to pick. In world level, I think you're gonna do the one on the American server and you're not American. It's fine. It doesn't really change anything. What you pick, it's just roles. Like, I think my general section is just, you know, it's for all servers. We have people in Asian server. We have people in Europe server. Okay. Oh, let me turn off my music. I hope this music isn't freaking copyrighted.
The new dismemberment tech developed by Dambuster specifically for Dead Island 2. We sat down with the
You haven't been sleeping too? Yeah, I could not sleep last night because of this game. I'm so excited for this freaking game.
How this system works. But before we do that, there's one simple question. Can they remember what flesh stands for?
Oh yeah. Oh, let me think.
Easy. Yeah, so the acronym...
They like named their system Flesh.
No,
it's like an acronym.
Fully locational. Fully locational.
Evisceration system for humanoids. Evisceration system for humanoids.
Fully locational evisceration system for humanoids, which is the worst I've ever said that. So there you go.
So that's the clever acronym, but
is it too quiet?
Actually mean?
Fully locational. That means when you hit a zombie, it is at the point of impact. It's with the direction of impact. That's what you see on the zombie.
When you do, it eats through like first.
Yeah, video game gore isn't really like bad, you know? Like video game gore is like, it's not realistic enough to like trigger that ooh gross feeling in me.
And some muscle, and then all the way through to the bones and the internal organs.
It's cutting the zombie, it's destroying the organs, it's chopping them apart.
It really enables you to break down a character from like a fully normal looking zombie all the...
So like right there, the character hit the zombie and the eyeballs came out.
Like a fully normal looking zombie all the way down to
like they're like dangling.
Basically, it's pretty extreme, I guess.
They showed some really good examples.
This is Concept a Controller, and a look at how Dead Island 2's impressive flesh system was created.
Like, I think this is going to influence development of future games. I don't think other developers are going to be able to compete with this for now.
As with any new tech, it always starts with something simple. An idea.
We knew we were making a zombie game. We knew we wanted to dismember zombies. And I think we knew from the outset that if we could nail that, there was so much we could build on.
We wanted to make the system really responsive and allow you to see exactly what you were doing. And every hit should have some feedback, basically.
The very first part where I was involved with Flesh and with the gore was we had a meeting booked quite early on about how are we going to dismember zombies? What can we do?
We'd been doing some experiments with what would become the flesh.
I love axes.
And we were finding that we...
Oh my God, right here. Right here. Look. Would you take a look at this? He shot the zombie and you can see the locational damage so well. Look at that.
People were expecting something.
Look at that. Look at that. This is the stuff That makes me so excited for this game.
More like what you've seen in other games previously, where you've got like a fixed dismemberment point at the elbow and a fixed dismemberment point at the shoulder or whatever.
We can do something else here. We've got some ideas. We've got some ideas for a much more dynamic procedural system. When we took that into this meeting,
Oh my
all
gosh.
this agenda about how do we
I cannot wait
how
to
do
get
we
into this
use these
freaking game.
classical techniques for the dismemberment and the gore just sort of had to go in the bin.
That just kind of, I think, changed how everyone felt about what we were going to be able to do with the system. I really love old kind of practical effects horror stuff, and so I was just like, this is a dream come true. Like, so straight away I was like, right, well, the lighting and stuff, we can think about that later. Let's focus on the gore.
Okay, where do we stop? How far can we take it?
I hope you enjoy your stay on the server, G. I certainly enjoy it.
With an ambition and an idea solidified, the development team began work on the bare bones of the system. And it wasn't long before a prototype began to
Make
take
sure you
shape.
enter the giveaway. We have a Welcome Moon giveaway in there. Make sure you
When we started, we had
get in on that.
procedural wounds were there, and they were all based on this deforming inwards. We had this, what we call a meat man. So it's sort of like the skeleton with a bit of connective tissue.
Essentially a texture that you could write to on it, which was just
Right.
like
So this is very similar, not very similar, but this is the prototype model of their flesh system. So originally it was kind of like, you know how when you have like, what's a good example? Like terrain editors. That's basically what they started with. They started with like something that was similar to like a terrain editor.
basically.
Really early on, it was like smiley faces on the zombies, and one of the demos, I was like, right, show this off for an internal video. I'll get the Dambuster logo and I'll just imprint it into the zombie.
You could deform the character so that the skin would sort of get pushed inward, so you'd get this kind of bloody ring with like a deformed piece, and then inside that character we had like a kind of meaty looking skeleton, and that was basically it. We just felt
So
like
this is the
that
prototype.
wasn't enough, and that's when we came up with this idea of having the outer model almost like a shell. So we
What is
called it
Tower
the
of
Kinder
Fantasy
Egg
and
Man.
what is
You
Kittens?
know how you have those chocolate surprise eggs with well, it's
Kittens
got
is
one
what
layer
our
on it.
role used to be named. Oh, I probably need to update that. Our basic role is called Cubs, but it used to be, wait. Oh. It gave you the kitten role. I thought we changed it to Cub. But yeah, as you level up, you get like new roles. But Tower of Fantasy is TOF. Okay.
The outside that's milk chocolate. It's got one layer on the inside that's white chocolate. It's sort of that, but with meat. So you've got the zombie with the outer layer, and then it's got this folded in layer. And coming up with that
Just look at this. Oh my gosh.
idea that would mean we could poke a hole through a zombie, but you wouldn't see that it was like a thin shell. It suddenly had this thickness to it.
Our earlier system.
Look at that. It just looks like they have actual substance to them.
So it was just an outer layer, there was an inner layer. You deformed the outer layer, then you saw the inner layer, that was it. When we moved over to this kind of Kinder Egg model, the outer layer had thickness, and then inside that, there was all the bones and internal organs.
And that's where we came up with the whole, we can have an animation where someone punches a fist straight through a zombie's face.
The Kinder Egg Man established the rules of the system, and this triggered a spiral of ideas and opportunities for all sorts of grotesque chaos.
It became a bit of a snowball, really, and you sort of realised we can do so much more with this. Really go to town with the anatomy of the zombies and the organs and, you know, the melting of the zombies.
When we first started working on the game, I was referencing all of these movies, and one of those was RoboCop and The Incredible Melting Man as well, and Street Trash. There were all these movies which had like these cool melting effects, and it was something that I'd never seen in a computer game before. And so one of the things that we really wanted to achieve with the flesh system was damage that could happen over time.
You get to see it literally like melt through all those layers of sort of flesh and tissue and almost down to the skeleton.
It was something that we aimed for, but once we got it working, then we were like, oh, this.
Yo, watch this. They show this like the acid. Oh god, you kind of can't really see it because
Really
the
cool, and now we can like
yeah.
have
They're in like
massive
the fury
control
mode, so
and
it's all
all this
weird,
stuff
like the
to
colors.
really
But you
show
can watch this.
Definitely snowballed into
It
something
melts. The flesh like melts
into
off the. No.
something incredible from that point on. To something incredible from that point.
I'm trying to freaking just show you guys this one little section. Stabby stab. This is why I want to play the game, because I'm sick of watching other people's footage, especially when YouTube compression does this. Like, what is this?
Snowballed into something
Yeah, you can kind of see it,
incredible
but
from that
oh well.
point on.
When I play the game, what I plan on doing, that's a cool frame to pause. I am going to record like the first like 3 hours of my gameplay. So you should be able to see, like, I'm going to make a first impressions video. I'm going to record like a lot of my first few hours gameplay. I'll try to record as much as I can, but yeah. And yeah, then I'll have a first impressions video coming out.
With an impressive system in place, other departments began to take notice. Next on the list was reanimating the Kinder Egg Man with the full zombie treatment.
I remember, like, right at the beginning, he was showing me how we could use blending meshes to create holes in flesh. It was quite a rudimentary prototype at the time, but that was something I'd never seen done before. As a character artist, traditionally you set out to model and texture a character and it's one thing, it's one piece of art. But when it's destructible, you need to be thinking about how the player is going to interact with it and what you see on the inside when you start breaking the asset down.
With the flesh system, we've sort of had to say to them all the things about how
You're
you
gonna
make
play some
characters. You sort of have
Five
to do
Nights at
some
Freddy's?
extra
Is that what
stuff
that
as
is?
well.
Have fun.
You have to sort of prepare.
Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you.
These zombies in a way where it's really sympathetic to the flesh system.
Striking the tone of not making it too disgusting was quite a difficult one, but also we want to make it super gory, so it needed to be over the top. It didn't want to be horrific at any point. We looked at some pretty gross stuff, I won't lie. We have used,
I mean, I
like,
think it looks pretty
anatomical
gross, but in like a good way.
data.
You know what I mean?
Obviously, there's a
Like,
lot of
I'm
information
impressed
available
with how
about
gross
the
it looks.
Organs in a human body, so we can model and texture that stuff quite accurately to be lifelike. One of our strong things that we have with the zombies is that all of the characters in the game are based on scans of people's faces. People we know.
I
like
almost
models.
wish I didn't know that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This guy's like, yeah, so we like scanned all of our employees' faces and stuff. So like all the zombies you murder have like literally real people's faces.
And actors
Like,
we've sourced, and when you've got that
it's kinda
very
spooky.
lifelike reference material and stuff,
That's kind of spooky.
you can start applying the zombie treatment, and it always maintains that element of humanity because it came from something real.
The zombies were now taking shape, inside and out. But as slick as they were constructed, it was time to creatively break them to pieces.
As people came along with cool ideas of new ways we could eviscerate characters, that sort of led us to explore, well, how can we create looks and outfits and configurations of bodies around these things?
They have this system, call it the splatter editor in the engine, where they can place wounds and move them around. You know, if I was messing with that, I go, oh, put one there. And they come out with these zombies that's just like, oh, that really looks like there's like a story in the way this zombie's been mashed apart.
I really love the things that pop out, so like eyeball on a string. That's
Okay, one thing that I really like about this system is they can procedurally generate wounds on the zombies. So first of all, they have a lot of different models. Like you can see, have you guys seen repeating zombie models? Because I haven't seen a bunch of the same zombie models. Like there's a bunch of variety, but more than that, they can take the base models and then they can procedurally generate injuries and wounds on the zombies that make them, even if they use the same model, they can look almost entirely different based on just the procedurally
quite a
generated
good one
wounds.
whenever people see that,
It's
they're
so
really
realistic. I'm more
by it.
impressed than
The
grossed out.
swinging
The physical
jaw,
graphics look so. I
love
know.
the
Look, did you see that jaw? The dude. Hold on. That zombie's arm is through the ground. Oh my gosh, going frame by frame is kind of a pain in the butt. You can really see the point of impact there. Okay. So you like knee the zombie in the face, And then the jaw breaks. The jaw's broken. It's wobbling. Look at that. Look at that. I just think that's so cool.
The sort of dangling guts that come out of the abdomen.
The beauty of all
Oh
of
my
this,
God.
and all of those like fantastic little details, you know, the way that the like intestines jiggle around when you like, you know, cut away the insides, and yeah.
And
so
and it like it's
definitely-
not just the normal zombies. Like you can do the same thing to these big guys and stuff. Like, hey, I just work here. That's a funny bit. I can't wait for the campy humor too. Like that's another thing. Like this game is really gross in a lot of these ways, but they balance it out with the tone of the story and the
takes a
characters
degree
and
of
everything just to be kind of
dedication
goofy.
to really deliver on that, and I think we've done a really fantastic.
Oh my gosh,
job.
I want to use an axe so bad. I want to cleave zombies in twain.
The disgusting details had been realised, but for the true zombie dismemberment experience, the blows needed to be complemented with the sounds of visceral, blood-curdling gore.
It was definitely the first thing that we started on. Every weapon had a gore focus, whereas like if you do a sword hit or something in a fantasy game,
Yeah, so like different
you're angling the content towards
different
this metal
damage types,
shing or
essentially.
this really powerful kind of maybe anime aesthetic on it. But for us, it was like, how bloody can this feel? How gross can this feel? How much damage am I doing at any one time? So it had to be part of the content.
Just
from the
throw.
very start. We kind of have to
Got bored
identify
playing Five
gore,
Nights at
get
Freddy? I've never really
nerdy
played that game.
about it, especially in audio. We have piles of
Kinda
generic gore,
kinda
but then we
freaks
have
me. I don't know
blood
if I
gore
like that
and
kind of game.
special gore and slasher gore and crunchy kind of gore. So once we've identified
Oh my
that,
god.
we'll kind of
And
go
that's
into
another
it.
thing is that like every weapon that you use in this game is going to do different damage. So like literally swapping from a hammer to a sword is going to change the gameplay. Like
Foley rooms and start ripping things apart, whether it's kind of wet matter like vegetables or something harder.
Wet
like
matter.
bullets.
As anyone with a passing interest in Foley will tell you, the source of these sounds can often be from something that you least
gosh, this YouTube compression is
expect.
what? I have not seen that in any of the footage I've
Be
seen.
from something that you
It's like a Venom zombie.
least expect.
Or not Venom. God, who's that guy in Batman who like he's like he like snorts the strong oxygen. He like has this gas that he inhales and he like broke. Is that Bane? He broke Batman's back. Is that Bane? I can't remember who it was, but it's basically that.
So we have a
Oh my god, that's disgusting. Oh no. Look at that. It's like, I don't know if Axolotl is watching, but it looks kind of like the finger mutants from Son of the Forest, but way more horrifying because it's got like these massive arms and look at the head. Oh god, it's so messed up. Ooh. Bane, okay. Oh, that reminded me of the finger mutants from Sons of
enemy,
the Forest.
and I don't think people anticipate where that comes from because that originated from Christmas wrapping paper originally, because it gives you that kind of crinkly, crunching movement kind of sound when you see it recorded.
I guess
it
that
looks
monster
okay
sounds like
in
wrapping
comparison to
paper.
what it really is. The scale of it was the real big challenge for audio because we go so far with Flash, where it's not just like, oh, some blood decals fire out, it's different levels of viscera being physicalized and knocked off a human body. We spent about a week in audio.
Oh my god, look at that. I wish that the YouTube compression didn't suck horribly because every time I see him stab, by the way, like it's like one time you saw him stab and it was like more on the temple, but here he stabs the guy and it's in the cheek. Oh my god, the teeth look nasty. Look at the teeth. Oh gosh. Oh, that's brutal.
In audio, just going, how long can
My dude's like, the look he's giving him is like, bruh,
we make
that's my jaw.
blood splat
Oh, he's like missing like a hole in his chest.
be and get away with it? Because the longer the gore lasted, the worse it felt in the best possible way.
Oh man.
Perhaps Dead Island 2's most infamous kill at this point is the already iconic fist directly through the skull. The Kinder Eggman philosophy explained how this visually took place, but how was the sound created?
You kind of look at it first like a punch, and you kind of design a punch to kind of get that impact, and then you have all the crunchy content for the bone and stuff like that.
Crunchy content.
Stuff like walnuts, breaking branches and things like that that's then distorted and pitched down, and then it's sync. Like, you have to have that grossness on the way in and the way out. And so there's like, I think there's a little bit of like a thunk as you pull out to kind of have that air pull kind of thing, which is, again, is really unrealistic, but it gives you that satisfaction. The really small things were always my favorite. So the fact that we do physicalized audio for the gore is great. So if someone's head comes off, you can kick it like a football and you will hear it go down the corridor, which is just a great bit of detail for us and makes it feel...
The graphics look great in this game, honestly. Like, I'm really excited about how it looks. It looks really good. And then I've heard from like every review that I've heard is the game runs flawlessly. It's not laggy. It's really well optimized.
Impressive moment in video games, the final result is the product of people working together. And we only touch the surface of all the individual contributions that combine to create such a gruesome and effective system.
Okay, we don't have time, but I did watch a developer interview. And they said the developer, the creative director of this game, so like guy pretty high up there, said this is chapter 1. They have DLC planned, but this is like the beginning. So what I'm guessing is they spent a lot of their development time on the core gameplay, and now they're planning on like, okay, the game's coming out, we'll have a good amount of content, and then every DLC is just going to pile on the content, instead of like most game companies nowadays release their game and they spend like a whole year backtracking, just fixing everything that was messed up on launch. But as long as they can hit the ground running, I have high hopes for DLC and for the future of this game. Like, I know the story's only like 20 hours, but like with the way the system is designed, like I can very easily see myself playing for tens of hours after the story, you know, like maybe 20, 30 more hours after the story, just having fun goofing around, and then they release a DLC, it adds more weapons, adds more stuff. You should make a short YouTube vid on a bit of the gameplay. Yeah, I plan on doing a first impressions video for sure. I'll do a first impressions
it was so nice
like this next week
to really feel like I could put everything that I love into this system.
We made a system where there's not a limit to how much you can destroy the zombies.
Okay, that's not gameplay footage. That's just trailer footage.
Mix of sort of.
But I mean, the gameplay, honestly, accurate representation of that.
To get right, but we've learned a hell of a lot.
I am really proud that we've done things on this game that I don't think I've seen done elsewhere.
You have not seen it done elsewhere.
Bashing zombies' heads in, and we've.
You can say that with confidence, my friend. You guys developed something that no one else has developed.
Spending a load of time and energy making bashing zombies' heads in really cool.
I thought I'd kind of, you know, wasted my youth watching all
Same.
these shitty movies.
Same, dude.
But
not the same
as it
with the
turned out,
movie part,
it was
but
all building to this moment.
Wasted youth.
To find out more about how things are made in video games, check out our concept to control on Dead Space.
Yeah, I don't care. So yeah, but anyway, if you're interested in more content about the thoughts of the developers and stuff, like I think watching the developer interview, I watched it from this guy Oni Zombies, I think is his name, Oni Zombies or something, and he interviewed the creative director, and it was a good interview. It was very good. It made me understand where the developers are coming from. The developers are passionate about the game. They care about the experience, and they're really, you know, into it. So available in 17 minutes. You just woke up. You thought I was playing Dead Island already. Almost. Getting there. I have all these free games that I got from Epic Games, because they just always have free games, and I don't think I'm gonna play any of these. Like, I don't know what the heck even any of these are. That's the weird thing about Epic Game Library. Like, my Epic Game Library has like 2 games that I bought, and then like it has mostly just a bunch of random free games that I'll probably never play. Yeah, I also like I want to make so Nahida video is coming out tomorrow, and I also want to make Dead Island video, and I would also like to make a Wuthering Waves video because we got that closed beta test footage, and that's just it's all juicy and delicious. So yeah. 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 Looking forward to it. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna. Oh, wait. Okay. I got distracted by Discord. Brain not working. All right. Well, you know what? I might as well just wrap up stream, I guess, because like I'm literally just gonna be sitting here waiting for this to go live. So I might as well get up and go do something for like 15 minutes while I wait. And then I'm also gonna have to wait for it to install. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's been a great stream. I had fun times. You guys really helped me pass the time, and you know, all that great stuff. I know. It's sad. It's sad. All right. But all good things must come to an end eventually. Okay. Well, I appreciate everybody for being here. I'm going to be playing Dead Island 2 all today and tomorrow and recording and doing all that stuff. And yeah, you guys can check those out. I'll be streaming on Sunday. I may stream Dead Island 2 on Sunday. It's either going to be Dead Island 2 or Monster Hunter. It really depends on whether you can even stream Dead Island without getting like demonetized or age restricted because of the the gore. But okay, until next time, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Peace, everybody. Goodbye.